Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. These are your messages for the week of June 23rd, so the 22nd through the 29th. Cancer, what is going on with you this week? So this is your overall energy of the week. It's the King of Pentacles. It's wonderful, grounded, successful energy. How you will be feeling is the Ten of Swords. So this is how you will feel this week. And then this is the card that is what energy you should lean into for the best result. And then I'll talk about the other cards surrounding. But let's start off with the general energy of the week. I know you guys want to get to that Ten of Swords energy. You already know whatever that is, what's making you feel that way. This is in your feelings, not in your general energy. So this is your feelings, how you're feeling right now. Probably before you've even watched this reading. But let's talk about the King of Pentacles, because that's really positive. So the overall energy of the week is grounded, steady, prosperous. It's the energy of, being able to build with intention, and you'll be able to kind of lead with a quiet confidence. You basically can turn your visions into tangible results this week. So it's about embracing stability, focusing on the tried and true, leaning into your routines and responsibilities and your long-term goals, and just, having integrity with everything that you do. Make sure you're investing wisely with your time and your emotions and your energy in general. Just this is all about, like I said, staying grounded. And also remember to celebrate your progress. It's a week for practical goals to be set and consistency. There's some patience mixed in there. It's just all about being very good at what you are doing. You could even be a really great provider this week. The general energy is stability. That's a beautiful energy. Something has you feeling the Ten of Swords, which is a very painful energy. You're feeling, you could have felt like you really got stabbed in the back, or something really hurt you. You could feel very drained or overwhelmed. You could feel a sense of loss of some kind. You could feel like, there's some defeat mixed in there. You feel like a need to surrender. But with the Ten of Swords, I always highlight the yellow there, the sun rising. So it's basically a time of, yes, you may feel really, really hurt, but just know it's all up from here. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's basically a period of release. So the worst is over in your emotions here with the Ten of Swords. It's still very painful. I'm trying to understand kind of what happened. Something must have really hurt you. Forgiveness is here as an energy that wanted to come out. So perhaps there's forgiveness needed in the circumstance. Perhaps you'll feel more forgiving this week, or someone will feel forgiving towards you. I don't feel it's something coming towards you. I feel like it's something you have to give because of the way that you are feeling here. Ultimately, let's look at the energy that is supposed to make your results, give you the best results this week, and that's the Moon card. And that may be confusing to see as something that you should lean into, because we often think of the Moon card as secrets or hidden things that we don't know yet, or something like that. But sometimes that is what it is. This is also about intuition and just kind of trusting your gut. So that is the energy that you need to lean into. You need to trust your intuition, embrace uncertainty, which sounds scary sometimes, but kind of, being able to navigate the week with emotional intelligence rather than logic. This is kind of about, not everything is as it seems. So don't feel like all is lost. Not everything is as it seems. There's things you aren't aware of yet that perhaps will make your circumstances better. It's also about, being comfortable in the unknown. Perhaps there's something ahead of you that you're feeling like you're confused about. Sometimes we have to be okay with that in order to kind of embrace being able to, move forward in some way. Sometimes we just have to understand that going more with the flow is a part of life. The Moon's energy is mystical. It's basically, like when you're taking a walk by the moonlight, not everything is as it seems. You can't see everything clearly. That doesn't mean it's not still beautiful. So sometimes we have to be okay with kind of being in the dark or not knowing the exact outcome. And also very much trust your intuition. It's all about intuition. Uplift your thoughts is here. Focus your attention on the many blessings that surround you. By doing so, you'll let go of depression, poor self-esteem, and excess weight. So basically just, when we can shift our frequency by shifting our emotions and our thoughts create emotions, and that is kind of how our frequency is developed. The wolf is here. I just wanted to say, lone wolf, this is a good time to follow your instincts and your own intuition. And if you feel like you have to go it alone sometimes, just know there's strength in that. You're very capable. You're very good at that. And Gaia nurturing is here. You guys will end up feeling better. I do feel that. I feel like you guys are going to get this energy where it's going to be fading with this stable energy coming in here, this overall energy of the week. That is probably dissipating, just like it's set up here, like past, present, future. Also, you have power. You've got this power of this lightning bolt. When you think of the shocking power of the lightning bolt, this is reminding you of how powerful you are. This can also be about things that happened abruptly. Perhaps something happened abruptly where, it made you feel kind of stabbed in the back or defeated or something, and you fell into a state of despondence. But this is where Spirit's telling you, uplift your thoughts. I'm going to get Spirit's advice for you as well. What is Spirit's advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, I can't help but notice now this beautiful unfoldment. So even though you may be in the depths of your emotions right now, this wants to happen, where this unfoldment comes out. And when the sun comes out here, when the sun comes out, this beautiful flower emerges and unfolds. So know that that is happening in your life. Divine life purpose is here. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Sometimes you might be feeling confused, but just know your intuition is on point. You are capable of following your own instincts and bringing yourself into your divine life purpose, bringing yourself to the correct path here. Invoke protection to bring this situation to a speedy end. Shield yourself is here. And I feel like you guys have already kind of gone through that. That's why your emotions are like going into this Ten of Swords energy here. You are lovable. Remind yourself that. Love who you are as you're created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. So that's lovely. I want to get a few more cards for you guys because I want to give you some closing thoughts. So Spirit, what else can we tell Cancer about this week of June 23rd? June 23rd. What else can we tell Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One card, thank you. Patience, Cancer. Have patience with yourself and whatever circumstances you're worried about. And this could have something to do with your family, your tribe, your friends that you feel are family. This could have something to do with that. Have patience with the circumstance, and forgiveness is also here in the mix. One more card I want to get for you because I just, these energies, the way that you're feeling has me feeling, I just feel bad that you're in that Ten of Swords space. Spirit, what is your advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of June 23rd? What is your advice for them? Spirit's advice. Thank you. This card says, I believe. And it says, believe in your abilities to accomplish great things. Move forward in the profound way needed for your future work. That is so beautiful. And you also have that life purpose. Believe in yourself, Cancer. You got this. You can do this, Cancer. Don't let yourself sink into that energy. These are thoughts sometimes, like very negative thoughts that we have that put us into this state. And there's an unknowing here that is maybe making you feel like you can't make it. But throw yourself into that and just believe in your abilities and believe in yourself. And then you'll start to feel this unfoldment happen in your life. You have the instincts, the natural instincts to pull yourself right onto the correct path. Don't allow these negative thoughts to hinder your pathway forward. This is Spirit's advice. This is directly from Spirit. Believe in your abilities to accomplish great things. Move forward in the profound way needed for your future work. Have faith in yourself. Have patience with yourself. Things are working out. You have this beautiful, successful energy this week. Don't allow your thoughts to put you in this crippled state here. And just know that, your thoughts, uplifting your thoughts can change everything, because your thoughts and emotions are tied to what frequencies you manifest within. So uplift your thoughts. Perhaps forgiveness is needed here, and you will start, really utilizing, tapping into this King of Pentacles energy. He's a great businessman. He's very capable. He's very prominent, very prosperous, very wealthy. He's very capable of doing anything. And that energy is here for you, Cancer. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you soon.